Welcome to Next Game's Track Series. Today, covering the August 17th event with RevMatch Trackdays at Autobahn North. Now, after 5 consecutive track days of scorching heat this season, I got a new kind of weather to deal with: rain. Now, a huge storm raged all night previously and only stopped during the drivers' meeting on this day. The track was soaked with rivers of water all over, as you can see in my initial laps that I'm showing you now. This was my first time driving on the track in the rain, and I'd always heard that Autobahn especially was like a skating rink when wet, and they weren't kidding. Even at low speeds, traction was difficult to find. This resulted in lap times that were about 30 seconds slower than the target of 110 that I'd set for the day. Now, that goal reflected a little less than a 5-second drop from my S2000's time here, which thus far has been about how much faster I am on most tracks of this size with the M3. With laps like the one you're seeing now, though, we weren't going to get even close to that. But it was definitely some good practice on wet track driving and on moving my line over slightly and learning to avoid or drive through spots on the track that are extra slippery due to either extra rubber being down or a different road surface. Now, fortunately, it was just the first session that was this wet, and in the second session, there was only a few spots left of water, resulting in a time of 1:17, a dramatic improvement. Now, in session 3, I was finally able to push it with the track almost being fully dry, and after several 1:14s, I got a 1:13 in the final lap of the session. Now, in session 4 of the day, I was able to manage 3 consecutive 1:13 laps, but by that point in the day, it was nearly 90 degrees, and I was exhausted from the last 2 days of heat at the track, and I still had 1 day to go at Autobahn Full the following day. So I decided to call it quits, 3 seconds short of my goal and with 1 session to go. There's definitely a few more seconds there on a dry, cool day, but it was clear that with all the corners on this track, it actually favors the S2000 over the new M3. Unfortunately, the rain dashed other hopes I'd had today, as well as I had hoped to swap cars midday and switch to the S2000 at lunch. This is because this was the only track event I was able to get on Autobahn North this year, and I was hoping to get fresh times from both cars. I look forward to getting the S2000 here next year to try and shave a second or two off last year's best of a 1:14. Next up, I'll show you the 1:13 lap from session 3. Enjoy the run.